Well, as I'm starting this clip, it looks like it's going to be an especially long one. Of course, that's before I do any cutting or fast-forwarding. At the very least, I'm pretty sure I can keep this under half an hour without having an especially abrupt end to the clip, which is helped by me opening up with the first excuse to fast-forward that I see. Well, that bit of fast-forwarding didn't last long, and I've managed to take all too much damage from a door. Not the most promising thing to see this early in the clip. Are those little creatures in the background just too unimpressive for the X to bother consuming? Or is there some other reason they're harmless things in the background on a planet where everything is trying to kill us? Okay, so this thing has multiple forms for some reason. Nothing to really worry about just yet, but still, that's a bit odd. Well, that form looks a little new. And I'm immediately getting torn to shreds by the bastard, even though he isn't doing anything really different from the other two forms. So the plasma beam to the back doesn't do anything to the bastard now, and he's got some means to attack us even when we're behind him. Oh yeah, no way I'm taking this guy down in one smooth attempt. There's just zero warning that this thing even existed. Is it odd that I find the boss fights that come out of nowhere to be more nerve-wracking than the ones where we get a cutscene to denote this is a dangerous bastard? It doesn't help that we've seen the first two forms of this thing so often that it's not even a question of how we fight them. We take them down so fast it's not even a fight until the third form. And now the rematch actually begins. I'd ask what's with the energy ball that creates a lot of other energy balls, but then we've had to deal with a lot of weird shit in this series. And while technically, things are going to get more sensible when we get to the 3D part of the franchise, that doesn't change the fact that this series really makes its monsters completely impossible. Hell, the very existence of Metroids and the X is proof of that. I know I keep saying it, but it's because we've seen at least a better alternative than what we've been seeing in this specific game. But I really wish there was some way to tell how damaged the enemies we're dealing with are around here. Anyway, we're finished with the boss himself. Now to absorb what's left of him and move on. Huh. Well, that's certainly a new one. Though that honestly reminds me that we're kind of still missing the power bomb. At the very least, that's the only upgrade I can see that's missing a space on our screen there. Wonder why I forgot it even existed when I got the screw attack earlier. Even if I technically don't use it all that often in the various games, it's still pretty much one of Samus's iconic things, and it's still something we generally get near the tail end of a game. because it unlocks everything that hasn't been unlocked already by that point. It just feels like something I have no business forgetting. But here I am, temporarily forgetting a massive screen-consuming explosion. And considering how this game has been going, it's probably going to be able to hold its weight as something more than just unlocking proverbial and literal doors. Why did I even try that when I knew ahead of time I'd fall right through it? Okay, think I'm getting an idea of what we need to do here. Always nice to discover an upgrade you didn't really know was there, even if it's a minor one. Right. Fast forwarding because I'm being an idiot again. Bloody hell. Was I drunk at the time I was recording with this thing? Dear God. Oh, come on. I have to know what the solution to this puzzle is by now. We have the tools and I should have figured out the mechanics of the cross bombs. But no. I'm just gonna spend an aggravating amount of time being stuck in this corner because for some reason my brain at the time couldn't connect the exploding dots in the right way to make the right picture come through. I know I'm not in any actual hurry, but this is still kind of embarrassing. And I finally figured out. Though apparently not quite well enough to leave this corner just yet. Well, if nothing else, I've more than fast-forwarded enough to prevent this clip from getting to half an hour long. You need to look on the bright side as you try and fail to leave a bit for an extended period of time. Well, for lack of any especially compelling reasons to stick around right now, may as well see where this tram takes us. Again, we've been bouncing between the various sectors so much it's gotten a bit ridiculous. Still, looks like we're heading to a brand new sector, probably the final one in the game. Though, we're probably gonna keep on bouncing back and forth at least until the purple robot is gone, if not longer. I severely doubt we're going to be able to reach the final boss with that thing still wandering around at the very least. Well, if it's blatantly raining, that's a good sign we're at ground level up here. Now, just how far away from our ship is this tram? May as well save here.
Uploading data.
This area, Nubia, is on the planet's surface. You finally made it, Samus. There is still a problem. Destroying the planet will eliminate the X-parasites, but Ravenbeak is unlikely to sit idly by as this happens. He will try to escape once he detects the danger. Ravenbeak's search for Metroid DNA poses a threat to the galaxy. He will never give up. The odds are still not in your favor, but you must end things here. I am searching for his location. Return here later for an update.
Technically, he said we can return for an update, but at the very least I think we need the power bomb before we're actually allowed to reach the final fight. I don't think we've ever had a major clash with a final boss in this series, where we didn't have absolutely every possible gadget at the ready. But then this game hasn't been shy about throwing some curveballs at me. Right. No clue why I didn't just go through the hole we just made in that wall immediately. Okay, so we have a lot of breakable blocks above us, but no way to get to them from down here. Interesting, but nothing we can do about that right now. Well, doesn't look like anywhere else is gonna open up for us. Guess we're going onward. At least now we have a choice for how to deal with enemies while in ball form without practically touching the bastard to do it. And now we've got over 100 missiles in our suit. I'm trying to remember if we ever had more than 100 in any other 2D game so far. I guess this one is more important than the others at this specific moment. Right. No way I'm avoiding getting hurt by that. He didn't cause all that much damage, but it's still annoying that there was nothing we could have done to avoid that. Just like there was nothing we could do to stay unharmed by the guy beneath him. Well, at least it didn't take us much to get back to full health. That's gotta be worth something. Right, yet another elevator. Just how many times have we traveled through various sectors just to get to yet another sector? It certainly feels like it's been more often in this game than any of the others, though I could be wrong. Again, my memory is not the most reliable thing to work with, especially when you're talking about a 2D game. Well, this area looks relatively unexplored, and we appear to be cornered near the elevator. Not where I expected to find a way down, but I'll take it. And we're back to seeing quite a bit of snow and ice. I kinda hope that doesn't mean we're gonna have to thaw anything out. We've done more than enough of that for one game, thank you very much. Okay, so we can go further down with the screw attack. I see no reason why not. After all, we're just exploring and trying to find where the game designers might have put something as important as the power bomb, all while dealing with a bunch of threats that, so far at least, we're pretty familiar with. Part of me hopes we're done seeing new threats. The other realizes this game has thrown so many threats at us over the course of the 7 hours I've done in this LP so far, and it's possible that we've got some more surprises left for us before this game's done. Okay, so I didn't counter the one I was trying to, but the monster that spawned while I was fighting the two flyboys I countered? That seems a bit odd. Great! So the screw attack is gonna make this bit a little more troublesome than it probably should be. But not that much of a problem considering everything else we've had to deal with so far. Right, once more with the Emmy. Place your bets. Can I get through this without having to try again? Because I think it's more than likely I'm gonna have another excuse to start fast-forwarding soon. Dear God, it didn't even move from the door, so he couldn't have known I was there, but no! He just unerringly went straight for me despite not actually seeing me. I call supreme bullshit. And even more bullshit on the fact that the damn energy ball it shot followed us into a completely different room. I was sick of dealing with the Emmys hours ago. And while I'm probably gonna be grinning when we take this one down, they've still been such a major part of the game that it is obscene. The SAX was prominent in Fusion, but didn't take nearly as much time from the game. Hell, I don't think the Metroids we fought in either version of Metroid 2 took so much screen time, and they were the central focus of the game. It is just an odd feeling where you enjoy absolutely everything about something other than the thing that they put a major amount of focus into. It's like going to the theater, enjoying most of the show, but not really enjoying the music itself when the show was a goddamn musical. You just feel like an ass for not liking that part when it's such a major part of the whole show that you overall enjoyed. Oh, God, I just went back to where we came from instead of where I meant to go. That's it. Fast forwarding simply because I can't seem to figure out how to get somewhere new just yet. How are you even supposed to destroy those blocks down there anyway? Right, couldn't get through a wall for some reason there. Annoying as hell. Well, at least I made more progress this time. Going to slow it down for a bit while we deal with the robot brain, then fast forward until we destroy the Emmy itself. Again, I feel like we've done this song and dance far too often. Well, at least the screw attack can break those energy rings. I'll take whatever mercy we can find. Great! The robot brain is dead. Now for the robot it's connected to. Really hoping this is the last time. But the Emmys have been such a thing that I wouldn't be surprised if we need to get around another one just to get to the final boss. Forwarding again. Place your bets. How many times will I die to break this thing? Great. Even just to get into a position and start blasting the bastard is a pain in the ass, just like the last one. And we have to go through all that again just to get to a position to start shooting. Because they need to make things as aggravating as possible to reflect we're close to the end of the game. So many things meant purely to slow us down when speed is the biggest thing we need right now, because all the other robots apparently were somehow too easy for us to deal with considering we got this far. Please, God, tell me there aren't any more Emmys after this one. I'm just so done dealing with these things on an emotional level. Faceplate's gone. Holy shit, I don't feel I deserved to block that one. How? How did I manage to stop that bastard from killing me twice in a row? And that's it! The bastard is destroyed! Let's see what that got us. Huh. Thought it would have given us the power bomb, not wave beam. I didn't think the wave beam was even a thing here. I thought those purple barriers were power bombs. Time to start looking for a save point and call it a day. Well, at least it didn't take long to find the save point.